The next budget section we will complete is Title II Part A. In our example here, we decided to transfer some of our Title II funds to Title I for Lincoln Elementary School. So we're going to have to create a school level budget and put budget items in here. Again, those are found under grant member budgets. So anytime you are transferring to a school for Title I, they go under grant member budgets. The items do. Everything else will go under budget items and belong in the district budget, just like we used to do in Megs Plus. So it might be easiest just to start there. We will start at Lincoln Elementary, and if we go to their budget summary screen, we will see that we need to allocate $24,728. The reason why it's that is we indicated that we are going to be using some of the indirect amount or some indirect costs. So it's not a full 25,000, it's 24,728. So we will go to the arrow under grant member budgets. You need to hit the arrow again and go to budget items. And we're going to just create one budget item for 24,728. And we're going to say it's a transfer. We don't have a choice there. We don't have a choice here either. I say Title I professional with students needing literacy interventions. And it is a 125. And we're going to say that that is 0.75 of an FTE. And save. And after completing the budget item, again, if we had more to do, now that we saved the one, we'd click add, but we don't. We're going to go back up to the school's budget page to load in the budget the budget item we just added. And once we have that done, we will go over to Title II Part A to start adding in budget items for Title II. So we've used all our money for the school. We're done with the transfer. We're going to go back to budget summary and see what we have left to do. Now that we're at the Title II Part A budget summary screen, we can see that we have a few things that need our attention. Our contact information is missing for the business office and the program side, and we also need to allocate our remaining funds. So remaining availability here is showing $219,974. And that all needs to go in the program budget. We're going to use it all like Title II funds because we said we weren't transferring to any other funding streams. If we were, they would show up down here. So all of it's going to be Title II level costs. So that will be our next step. Okay, I just added in our program contact information, and I also saved, and I also see that initially our equitable services had not loaded in. So after saving, I realized we do also have equitable services to add for the private school. So 4,927 for the private school and 215.47 for the public. So I took a quick screenshot. So I have that information, and we'll go to budget items and begin adding our budget items. We'll start with private school first. So under budget item type for a private school, I want to choose equitable services program cost. Once I do that, there's no sub budget type. This would be if I was transferring. So if I'd indicated that I was transferring any money, or if I indicated that I wanted to use SRSA Flex, if I was eligible to do so, I would use the sub budget type. But because I'm not, I'm going to leave those blank. Under private school and facility, I have to choose my private school. There it is, pooled St. Anne's school cost. Because I'm not transferring to Title IV, I don't complete this box. This box is only if you're transferring to Title IV. And so I just need to create a budget item. So we'll just say Mann's conference fees and other costs. Again, this is not enough detail to be approvable. So you would get that kicked back to you. Just for time's sake, we're going to use that. And it's 371. And under purchase services, it's $4,927. We will click save. And we have added our private school budget item. Now we still have our public school budget items to add. So once I click save, remember to click add to add a new budget item. And we're going to add a couple coaches here. So it goes program cost. So if it's associated with Title II costs, it's not administrative, we would choose program cost. Right? And not a sub budget type because we're not transferring or using it flexibly. I don't do anything for private school because it's for the public school. And we're going to say 2 SEL coaches, 1 FTE each. And leave that. So 216 for social work services. No, sorry, 221. And we will put in, let's see, for 2 full-time, 120,000 in salary, and for benefits, it'll say 80,000. And it's 2 FTE, and we will save. And that means we will have 15,047 left to budget. So after that saves, we will add a budget item. And under budget item type, if it was an administrative cost, we choose that. Again, equitable services, private school. Transfer would be if we're transferring it to another funding stream, and then we would use the next drop-down box. And again, as if we were using it as SRSA Flex, same thing. But it's not program cost. And we're going to say, let's see, and we'll hire someone to provide some literacy training, on-site literacy training with contractor for 15 days. And that's a 221. And it's going to be purchase service. We'll say 15,047. Save. And I believe that will use up all of our Title II funds, but we'll go back to the budget summary and check to be sure. Summary. Right now that we're back at the budget summary, I'm scrolling down. I see I don't have any exclamation marks. So just verifying here, I've used up all of my funds, my amount available and amount budgeted. All matches. So we have a $0 balance. So we are done with Title II. If I had contracts to upload my consultant or any other information like job descriptions related specifically to Title II Part A, those would go under the Title II Part A attachments.